Like I might be repeating the answers in cool. It's a beautiful place. Like I myself have slept at Hong Kim Lake like probably half the like for a whole week.
So Mauritius is this African continent that is in the southern hemisphere. So I had the privilege of experiencing winter in June, in the months of June and July. So I really like that.
I chose Kazakhstan because I wanted to explore the unexplored, go to a place that not a lot of people have visited, and make my own story and not live something that everyone else has also done.
One of this island that I was supposed to visit during that trip was Kakbadat Island, and on that island, instead of going to the main island, we just stopped a boat a few kilometers away from the island and started swimming in the open water. That was great.
In Kazakhstan, any car can be a taxi, and I wasn't aware about that, so I just stuck my hand out once to like catch a taxi, and there were these 9 cars that stopped right in front of me. So since I couldn't speak their language, I couldn't really understand why they were there.
So I used to stay in a backpackers hostel called the Vietnam Original Backpackers Hostel, and at one of the 2 packages they had written something about like a place called Fancy Pan. And they wrote that Fancy Pan's the rooftop of Indochina. It's going to be very long. Okay. So we started our trek at 8 o'clock. Trek started at 5 a.m. and ended at 10 p.m. Yeah, that was probably the highlight.
On the bus ride there, we got off and this guy approaches us and asks us the time and when the next bus is leaving and stuff. We get talking and it turns out he's a Syrian refugee. And hearing his story was pretty sad actually, what he had gone through, what his family had gone through. We kept in touch. The next day he was going to swim across the Mediterranean and get to Greece from the Turkish coast. And I'm happy to say he's made it to Germany now. He got in touch after he reached. Something like this defines your experience, right? Because I mean, you don't experience such kind of things, these kind of people, these kind of stories every day.
I mean, I think that the whole point of going on exchange is experiencing something new and being outside your comfort zone and breaking those stereotypes. So, I mean, go to a country where you don't know much about, so that you can actually experience something new. I mean, people don't even know what the stereotypical Kazakhstan person is like. So that's the whole point of exchange, so go there.
If it's someone from India, carry your own spices. The food is bland.
I would say just explore everything, the whole island, and don't miss out even one thing that is there to do in the island that the island has to offer for you. Actually, Mauritius is very close to India culturally, because so I didn't miss much of India. Even the food is very similar, just a little touch of French in the Mauritius culture, but I would say it's very similar to the Indian culture.
Again, I would say it would be Hindi and spices. Food was... It gets very monotonous after a while because the only thing they use in their food is salt. I mean, there's no chili, there's no haldi, there's nothing else. It's bread, curd, meat, and that's just different combinations of the same, and they give you that for food. So. Audio Jungle.